I'm Paul Begley. There you see the arrival of the tsunami as it come ashore in Japan. Japan was hit with an unbelievable earthquake a few hours ago here on March the 11th, 3/11/11. You see the wave coming in this picture. I'm going to show you a series of pictures just coming in. Look at this. The tsunami, first of all, the earthquake was 8.9. It's the fifth largest earthquake in history. After that, it's followed by a massive tsunami that comes in and just wipes out people's homes, cars, it threw everything, buildings, it doesn't matter. Massive. Then the fires break out, as you see. The other thing is, there is, and you can see, I mean, it's just wrecking havoc. These pictures coming out of Japan, just wrecking havoc. Oh my God. Look at the airplanes, the cars, the debris. This stuff was just all massively. The water just gathering anything in its path. People. This, like I said, this earthquake was 8.9. The fifth largest earthquake in recorded history, followed by a devastating tsunami. Look at the people on top of the roof. These people are on top of the roof trying, they got to be rescued. Who's going to rescue them? Now, I understand the United States of America is sending the battleship, the USS Ronald Reagan, is headed toward the area right now to try to help these people. People are just grabbing their pillows, or they're trying to figure out how to get out of. Tourists are trying to figure out, how do you get out of Japan? How are they going to get out of there? I mean, it's just flooded now. What it's going to leave behind is massive devastation and death and destruction. Massive. And you might say, Paul, what has this got to do with Bible prophecy? I can't believe you just asked that question. I mean, what have we been saying for days and days now? We've been telling you that the world is falling apart. It's spiritually. Look at this. This is the wave actually coming in. The world is falling apart. It's literally piles of debris, just piles of debris. And what's sad is there's people in there. What's hurting is the fact that there's people. There's children. There's homes. There's buildings. There's cars. There's airplanes. There's trucks. There's vans. There's a nation in absolute chaos. Jesus said in the last days these things would happen. He said there will be wars. There will be rumors of wars. Look at your Middle East. Look at Afghanistan and Iraq. Look at the threats between North Korea and South Korea. He said there will be wars. There will be rumors of wars. Nation will rise against nation. Kingdom will rise against kingdom. There will be pestilence. There will be famines. There will be natural disasters. There will be earthquakes in different places. There's tsunamis. Look at this. It just doesn't end. This is just the first few pictures. People are panicking, can they get their gasoline? Can they get out? Now the real question is, there's a oil refinery burning there as we speak, and that's just probably the smoke from it there. But there's a nuclear power plant it's been damaged, and the first report is we don't think any nuclear radioactivity has come from the plant, but they said we don't think. Right there's a bad sign. We don't think means there is. I mean, I hate to say it, but this thing is so devastating. Look at the cars. They're just bobbing around and floating around. I mean, this thing is so amazingly devastating. It has destroyed this country. Japan, oh my God. This is insane. This is literally insane. And here's the deal. The tsunami's on its way right now to Hawaii. It's also going to hit New Zealand. It's going to hit the Philippines, Indonesia, New Guinea, Hawaii. As we speak, the tsunami is just coming ashore in Hawaii. We don't know how big the waves are going to be. I mean, it could be I've heard all kinds of reports. It could be as high as 10 feet. It could be as high as 30 feet. It's just going to be painful. And it's also going to hit California later today. It's going to hit Oregon, all the way up to Washington, along the entire west coast of America. 20 nations are expected to be hit with the tsunami today. We have no idea. Some nations it may not do much. Some nations it may devastate. Japan has been wiped out by this horrible earthquake, followed by a biblical proportion tsunami. I come on here all the time. I tell you, we have the fish. These 70 days, can I tell you that? This is the 70th day of the year. Now, the book of Daniel talks about 70 weeks. Talks about these 70. It's a key number. Jesus even sent the disciples out by 2. He sent out 70. 70 has been a very significant number. This is day 70. We have witnessed dead birds falling out of the sky in Beebe, Arkansas, Louisiana, Texas, Kentucky, California, Sweden, Ireland, Venezuela, New Zealand, Brazil. We've seen dead fish, 2 million wash ashore there in Chesapeake Bay. Oh, God. I mean, we've seen it. I don't know what else to say. The 100,000 dead fish there in the Arkansas River in Arkansas. People, we got 100 whales wash ashore in New Zealand 6 hours before the earthquake that hit Christchurch, New Zealand. Christchurch, New Zealand. Earthquakes around the world. Yesterday, there was earthquakes in China, earthquakes in Chile. Where else? Japan had 2 before this one. They had a 7.1 and a 6.8 and a 6.3 the day before that. And then today, 8.9, the 5th largest in history. Bolivia had mudslides. 6,000 homes were destroyed yesterday. China had a 5.8 earthquake, as I said. That left 16 dead, 135 injured. They know the death toll is going to rise. They're rioting in the Middle East. 12 different nations are either protesting or rioting or firing their governments or overthrowing their leaders. Muammar Gaddafi, this demon from hell, is just slaughtering his people. And then an earthquake literally cracks Japan apart. The tsunami just floods through, destroying the land. Nuclear power plant, they know it's been affected. Just what the magnitude of that is, we don't know. I'm just going to say, the Bible told us in Matthew 24 that these things would happen. He said it. There'll be these natural disasters. Let the sorrow begin. We're living in, these are the beginning of sorrow. People, the earth is falling apart. Eagles, 7,000 eagles died in Canada, eating carcasses out of a landfill because they're hungry. 200 cows fell dead in Wisconsin. Just fell over dead. Fulfilling the prophecy of the book of Hosea, chapter 4, verses 1, 2, and 3. The prophecy of Daniel 11, 42 through 45. It's just happening. Pray for the people of Japan. And pray for if you don't know Christ as your Savior, I beg you, please give your heart to Jesus.